Record in state of Michigan versus Lindsay Kopka, now known as Lindsay Morse, 0905665SM.
Ross Marchmina for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Marcus Baldori on behalf of Lindsay Kopka, aka Lindsay Morse.
And you are Lindsay Kopka, now known as Morse. You have to unmute so we can hear your response.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. This is defendant's motion to set aside.
Here we go. A woman with 3 felony charges is now fighting to wipe her record clean. But does the one bad night rule really apply here? Or is there more to this story?
Essentially, the Attorney General's office says that Ms. Kopka's criminal history, I think, shows that there were 3 felony charges, and that based on the fact that there were 3 felony charges, the court has to determine whether this falls under an exception to the statutory bar.
Your Honor, if I can, I'm sorry.
Specific exception being the, I guess, what they call the one bad night. Mr. Marchmina, you saw the Attorney General's opinion?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a position on this?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Baldori.
Yes, Your Honor. I can inform the court that those felony matters last week or 2 weeks ago, that was in front of Judge Kennedy with 30th Circuit Court, and a set-aside order was entered in relation to those felony convictions under the one incident rule that's indicated in the Attorney General's letter. So, just informing this court that though that matter has been addressed in the appropriate court.
That I deal with. Right.
Ms. Morris, you joined court not in a quiet place. I just muted you, but that wasn't a great choice. You're supposed to be in a quiet location, not walking around, so that we can conduct a court hearing. If you were here, none of this would be occurring. In addition to satisfying that statutory, requirement, Mr. Baldori, you also have to show that the circumstances and behavior of the applicant from the date of the applicant's conviction to the filing of the application warrant setting aside the conviction are consistent with the public welfare. Even though those have been set aside, I think the existence of those have to be considered by the court. So, of course, I have to decide if the one bad night rule applies, but also I have to determine whether her circumstances and behavior warrant the set aside. Would you like to make an offer of proof on that?
Yes, Your Honor. I can take testimony.
No, that's not what I just asked you for.
Okay, I can offer. Well, Ms. Morse is has had no convictions since 2016. She's gainfully employed, operates businesses in St. John's, Michigan. She has a family. She has 3 children, I believe, and is a member of the community and wants to be able to move forward and set an example for her children in the community, and is working towards getting her criminal history set aside. I'll point out that none of her convictions are related to anything assaultive. Essentially, it was related to adjacent to a drug addiction that she had throughout that time period, and she has been through programs through, I believe, in 2015 or 2016, and as soon as she got that issue cleared up, she was able to move forward with her life and has not had any contact with the law since then, and there are no pending charges against Ms. Kopka.
Well, I guess, Ms. Morris, what's different now from the last time you had a court encounter, which was apparently 2016? You have to unmute so we can hear your response.
Sorry.
Thank you.
I would say my drug addiction was really the big downfall for me for most of my life. Since then, like Mr. Baldori said, I own a business that's a pretty big staple in the St. John's community. I have rental properties. I have kids now. So I've really 360'd my life. The drug addiction drug me down for a lot of years, but I have since fixed that, and I have no desire to go back. And because I'm a staple in the community, I would
Think about this. Going from drug addiction and felony charges to business owner, community supporter, and mom of 3. It's a redemption arc most people only dream of. But should past mistakes ever be fully erased? What do you think?
What does your business do?
We own a liquidation business. So basically we supply the community of St. John's and all around cheaper food, clothes. We buy wholesale truckloads of Amazon and Target stuff, and basically can give it to the community for a lot cheaper than what they would pay at a retail store.
Really interesting. What else do you do when you're not working?
Take care of the kids. 2 of them are in school. The other one's a 3-year-old who's a handful. So that's basically it right now. We have a rental property, like I said, so of course we have to take care of that. But other than that, it's work and kids.
And I guess how would removing this from your record help you?
I think that I've had, so like with the business that we have, people talk, and it's more about like wanting to set a good example for the community and for my kids. I think that it would help me in a way that shows like I've changed my life, as far as the community. There's a lot of fundraisers we do. We do donations Christmas time, and I just think that it would maybe make me look, I don't know if better is the word, but I think it would help me with the community.
Taking into consideration the nature of the charge, this being a low-level misdemeanor, and the amount of time that has elapsed, and the things that Ms. Morse has done since then, I am going to find the circumstances and behavior of the applicant since the date of the application, or to the date of the application from the time of the conviction, warrant setting aside the conviction, are consistent with public welfare. I'll also apply the one bad night rule as Judge Kennedy did. The application is granted. Signing the order. We'll get this out to the state police. Any questions, Ms. Morse?
No, thank you. I appreciate it.
Anything else for me, Mr. Baldori?
Thank you, Your Honor. I was going to ask if you wanted a proposed order, but it sounds like you have one in front of you.
Yeah, we have someone on our
In the
staff.
end, the judge granted Lindsay's request, wiping her record under the one bad night exception. It's a ruling that highlights second chances, but not without controversy. What's your take on this decision? Drop a comment, hit like, and subscribe for more dramatic courtroom moments.